Howdy! Howdy! Today we're going to go back to my bandsaw. We're going to talk about my bandsaw and how great my cheap little Craftsman bandsaw works. I had previously been having difficulties with it, and there's two things about the saw that I found fixed and changed that makes it cut like this. So, the first trouble I was having with my saw was the blade. I had thought I had proper knowledge when I purchased a blade for this, and I previously had about a 6-tooth fine-tooth saw blade. Not what I want for what I'm going to do. This is a 4-tooth, and it's a more expensive blade, a nicer blade that I got at Woodcraft locally. I go in there quite a bit. They like taking my money. Makes a big, huge difference. And what got me to a new blade is the other day I was trying to cut with the old blade. I was actually making pinewood derby cars, and the blade went thump, 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 whack-a-bang, and it broke. And what I found out is, well, I figured out how to dismantle the saw, and I checked everything in sight, so I'm going to show you how to do that. First thing I'm going to do is turn it off. Unplug for safety. Switch on and off. Won't work now, no. Okay. Let's take off my safety glasses, my Mardi Gras beads, my additional safety glasses. You can't have enough safety glasses. So. Now, 3 o'clock. This top cover just pulls off. Well, first off, this comes up, out, take the base off. Then, get a hold of this top cover, and it just sort of pulls off. And then, inside here, in order to change the wheel or test things or look at it, there's a set of bearings here, the chain tensioner, well, wheel tensioner here, and then the blade goes through these guides and down to the lower wheel, and something when I was turning it was going thump, thunk, thunk, thunk. As it turns out, the pulley on the back side of this, I'm going to climb under there and show you. Okay, so you can see I have the motor here. What I was talking about was this pulley had slid that way and was knocking into the aluminum casing, making a terrible thump, causing that belt not to run true. And so I had to wiggle it back out to get it straight, and then tighten up the set screw with an Allen wrench right in here through this part. And as you can see, the motor hangs back there, and I've got a 2-speed system set up. I believe I am on the faster speed with a bigger pulley on the motor and a little bit smaller one on the blade. And if I were to switch it to the smaller pulley and the bigger one, that would slow me down a little bit more. But it seems like the speed I run at's fairly good. So with that little quick fix, I checked all my bearings. I have a Craftsman saw that's really doing well now. So, to re-evaluate, there's a bearing right back in there, and it's all tight. And this is the slotted pulley on the wheel, and you can see there's just an Allen wrench in there. So to service that, you can take that off, get into the bearings. That all looks good. I just cleaned this all out. I checked the fact that my blades are running right nice in the middle of my wheels, so I don't have much concern there. Slide my belt inside that slot and we're good to go. This is the arm lock and a rotation to rotate the blade straight up or not. And I went in there, cleaned all the sawdust out of that, so my blade's nice and square now. And so my little Craftsman saw is actually doing fairly well. So I'm going to cut up a few more things and process some more of this elm burl. That seems to be never ending, is really fun. Okay, I just trimmed that a little bit, and you can see this is nice burl grain right in here, and a little bit off kilter, so I'm going to go with 1-inch blanks. This is my guide for this saw. It's a custom catalog order. Well, no, actually I fabricated it myself. 1 1/16, that'll probably work pretty good. But I just put that little guide in place. And I want to make sure I have something to keep my... Well, you can see from this, I got some really nice burly curly there. And that's a little uneven from the first cut and drying. But my new cuts I'm making are pretty darn straight. Still a little bit oversized. But with my new blade, I do want to bring this down because I just cut these off the side of the log without much issue at all. Just real quick. Got some swirls in here, some really good swirls right here. So we're just gonna okay, now, let's see. I am going to trim these a little further. I've got nice fun right in there, so that'll probably be my pen blank. Let's just do that. Alright, I am back. I'm going to try and stabilize these and have them turn blue. And I had a lesson in primary colors the other day. This is blue pigment colored cactus juice on some blanks just like this, and yellow and blue make green, and so those are the fantastic swirling colored stabilized blanks that I'm creating. It's kind of fun. But anyway, that's the rerun revise on my Craftsman. Here it is, my Craftsman 2-speed 12-inch 1 1/8 horsepower saw with a good 4-tooth 1/2-inch blade on it. Cuts way better than it used to. So everybody who's watched my videos in the past and heard me dream about having a big new bandsaw, well, I'm still dreaming, but this one's performing a lot better now for what my needs are. So thanks for watching. Do the YouTube thing. Tell me about your friends. Tell your friends about me. Whatever that works, and hope you make it to the chickens.